So I swear this year has been like the year of the remakes for a lot of companies. It seems like they don't have an original idea to save their lives. But anywho, we still love a good remake every now and then. But I would love to know how you guys feel about it down in the comments below, because for me it's a hit and miss. They either do a great job or they just fail completely. It's never in between. But here I am to help you weed out the bad ones. So here's a list of all the best PS5 and PS4 remakes that you could play right now. So first things first, we're gonna start it off with a few of the classics for all of my retro gaming lovers. One of my personal favorite remakes, the Spyro Reignited Trilogy. This is a collection featuring the series' first 3 adventures. Originally released for the PS1, 1998 Spyro the Dragon, 1999 Spyro 2 Ripto's Rage, and 2000 Spyro Year of the Dragon. I personally played this remake and I loved it. It was so nice to go back to my early childhood gaming days, but everything just looks better. I remember playing the original Spyro just recently and I'm like, oh man, like these graphics are insane compared to what we have now, but it used to look just so great back in the day and it was so fun. Spyro was one of my favorite games growing up. So of course you explore a huge game world presented in remastered high definition glory. Each level is designed to match the originals in terms of size and layout, but you can also expect a few surprises. And you can also switch between newly arranged soundtracks and original tunes from back in the day, and choose between modernized controls or the original controls from the PS1 release. So super cool little tidbit with that. Next, we have a super huge one that I'm sure many of you have heard already, and this one, they're actually still making new games of it, so it's not just a remake, but they're also making new games to this day. We have Ratchet and Clank. They made a remake to the first game in the Ratchet and Clank series, and it's ideal for both newcomers to the quirky characters and long-term fans who will get a kick out of seeing a favorite title revitalized for today's generation. Lombax Ratchet and his robot sidekick Clank set off on a new adventure that takes many cues from the 2002 PS2 release, but adds new planets, new Clank gameplay, and voice acting from the 2016 Ratchet and Clank movie. You can also take on the game's challenge mode once you completed the story, which offers increased difficulty while retaining the weapons you amassed on your prior playthrough. Next, we have a game that feels like it's been around for forever at this point. I'm talking about Tomb Raider. Of course, one of the biggest gaming icons returns with her first 3 adventures remastered for modern hardware. Discover for the first time where a dynasty began almost 30 years ago, or revisit your gaming past with these revitalized classics. The package will contain all 3 of the original Tomb Raider games from 1996, 1997, and 1998, plus their relevant expansions. So it might not be as easy for everybody to get their hands on the original copy of this game, so I'm glad that it's now coming, to a modern technology that we could all play. And I should mention that everything that I list will be in the description down below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for all the gaming news, reviews, and analysis. Next, we have a game that came out fairly recently, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. This game has so many fans, I know. So this is the second entry in the Final Fantasy VII Remake project that follows Cloud and his allies as they leave Midgard in pursuit of the mysterious Sephiroth. And this is less of a remake but more so reimagined from the 1997 JRPG classic. This adventure is said to surprise even the biggest fans of the series and can be enjoyed by pretty much everyone. But take control of multiple characters in dynamic battles that mix real-time combat with turn-based actions driven by easily navigated menus, access enemies to discover weaknesses, and pile on the pressure until they're defeated. You will meet a range of characters and need new allies and enemies, and a plethora of minigames that reward you with bonuses. Next, we're returning to another classic, Crash Team Racing, Nitro Fueled. Naughty Dog's Crash Team Racing Kart Racer of 1999 is back with an eye-popping remaster, visuals, and an array of additional vehicles and tracks. Again, mixing the 1990s feel with modern presentation. Jump behind the wheel for thrilling and chaotic races featuring a wide cast of characters from the Crash Bandicoot series. You will have all of the original courses, drivers, power-ups, and weapons, but looking and playing better than ever. You can also use retro-style skins to turn Crash, Coco, and Dr. Neo Cortex into the 1999 version of themselves and power slide around the circuits using retro-themed carts. So again, another cool aspect that you can also use both the 90s characters and the new version of these characters. Pretty cool. Mario Kart should be able to do that too, because they've had games forever as well. Another game I wanted to mention, which I know used to be huge back in the day, is Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2. This was one of the most iconic skateboarding games of all time, but now it's rebuilt in HD, but still featuring all the pro skaters, levels, tricks, and tunes from the original PS1 essentials. Tricks are expanded with moves from later Tony Hawk series entries added to these iconic originals, including wall plants, spine transfers, and reverts. Switch between tricks in a single sequence to really rack up that combo score. So again, another really cool game that has been remade to play on the PS4 and the PS5. Next we have Shadows of Colossus, which is a true PlayStation 2 classic from the makers of The Last Guardian. But again, this game receives a beautiful makeover in this update for newcomer consoles. Enter a forbidden land in a quest to revive a girl, Mono, by fulfilling the request of a mysterious entity known as Dorman. On the orders of Dorman, seek out 16 colossal creatures and face them in epic one-on-one battles. This game is said to be an experience that will be sticking with you after the credits roll. So, like I said, it's pretty good. Resident Evil 4 is Capcom's legendary survival horror title. First released in 2005, is back in a ground-up remake which delivers familiar thrills and bloody spills in all new ways. Everything is updated for its current generation, with even the storyline tweaked to keep its fans guessing. Travel with Resident Evil favorite Leon S. Kennedy to rural Spain on a mission to rescue the US president's daughter, Ashley. But don't expect a warm welcome from villagers infected with this parasite. And this is also compatible with the PSVR 2, so that's pretty cool, because we need some more PSVR 2 games, if you know, you know. Dead Space is a classic sci-fi horror game that came out a while ago, but this now gets the PS5's cutting-edge technology in this remake of 2007's hugely atmospheric and deeply unsettling Dead Space. Play as Isaac Clarke, whose repair mission rapidly becomes a nightmare. Play through this seamless experience with no loading screens and no camera cuts as you traverse through the infested ship from end to end. Stay on your toes as you never know where the next attack is coming from. This game was super huge when it first came out, and I know it's a great game. And last but not least, this game has not came out yet, but it will be coming out as of next month, I'm pretty sure. And this game is Silent Hill 2, and everybody is hyped for this game if they knew the original.
In my restless dreams, I see that town. You promised you'd take me there again someday, but you never did. Well, I'm alone there now.
This iconic survival horror experience of 2001 originally released for PlayStation 2 and widely landed as the best entry in its long-running series. And it has been completely remade for PS5 again with chilling visuals and all new sounds. Guide James on a journey to find his wife, who has reappeared in a strange town 3 years after supposedly dying. As you explore, you'll encounter many characters with shocking backstories. Personally, I'm really excited for this game. I know I will be playing when it comes out, so let me know if you're gonna play down in the comments below. And also leave a comment if you have played any of these games or you're looking to get any of these games. I would love to know, and usually I do respond to comments, so don't be afraid to leave one. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Pause for now, play forever. AK out.